Hello guys, I hope everybody's having a great night tonight. Today we're going to be making Bob-omb. So this is the one I already made. I made it in pink, but we're going to be doing the black one here. Yeah, so this is from Mario. A little bomb, it kind of walks and blows up here. So that's going to be our goal for today's video. As with all my amigurumi creations, we do like to use a 4mm G-hook. You can also use a 3.75 millimeter hook as well. And I do like to use a medium or worsted weight yarn. We're gonna be using white, black, a little bit of light blue, and then some yellow. All right, you can also use like thicker weight yarns too as well, lighter weight yarns too, whatever you guys wanna use. Just make sure you're using the corresponding hook that matches with the pattern too as well. So without further ado, let's go. Let's go ahead and get this Bob-omb started. So we are going to start with the color black. All right, so first off, we're gonna start with a magic ring 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, magic ring 6. All right, then we're going to increase in each of those stitches. One, 2, 3, 4. Just count the stitches, make sure we got 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, whoop, one more, 12. All right, so that will be round 2. Let me just cut off this loose end here because I don't like having loose ends there. And I just need a little bit of guide yarn here. Just use yellow for now. All right, so round 3, we're gonna do 1 SC, and then increase, and we're going to repeat that 6 times. 1 increase, 1 single crochet increase. Let's repeat that all the way around here. All right, so next round, round 4, let's do 2 SCs and an increase. 1, 2, increase. 1, 2, increase. 1, 2, increase. 1, 2. Okay, round 5, 3 SCs and an increase. All right, round 6, we're gonna do 4 SCs and an increase, repeat that 6 times. 2, 3, 4, and an increase. Just keep doing that all the way around. All right, so that was 4 SCs and an increase. Now we're gonna do 5 SCs and an increase. After this row, round 6, always double check, make sure you got the right number of stitches here. You're gonna have 36 after this round 6, but the next one we're gonna end up with 42 total stitches here. But for round 7, we're gonna do single crochet 5 and an increase. Repeat that 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, increase. 2, 3, 4, 5, increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and then round 8, we're gonna do 6 SCs and an increase. We're gonna end with a total here of 48 stitches. So 6 SCs and an increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, increase. All right, we're halfway there. All right, so that is the end of round 8. So we're gonna have a total of 48 total stitches here in round 8. So for the next couple rounds here from round 9 all the way to round 15, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 7 total rounds. We're just gonna be doing single crochet 48, around and around and around and around. 7 total rounds. We're gonna end at round 15, and I'll meet you guys back with round 16 here shortly. All right, so we just finished up the 7th row of single crochet 48. That puts us at round 16. So now we're gonna move into round 16. And round 16 is gonna be 6 single crochets and then a decrease, and repeat that 6 times. Okay, so now we're gonna do 5 SCs and a decrease. This is round 17. 2, 3, 4, 5, decrease, and repeat that 6 times. All right, so now we're gonna do round 18, which will be 4 single crochets and then a decrease to end up with 30 stitches at the end. 2, 3, 4, decrease. Okay, so round 19, 3 SCs and a decrease. And then repeat that 6 times. All right, so round 20 is gonna be 2 SCs and a decrease. So you can stuff this round or the round after. I'm gonna stuff it the round after. So 2 SCs and a decrease 6 times. All right, so after this round, let's go ahead and stuff this. We should end with 18 stitches right here. We've got 18 stitches, but let's get this thing stuffed. I just use polyfill. You guys can use any kind of polyester stuffing that you like, but yeah, we're gonna be using polyfill for this video here. And just go ahead and stuff that. Stuff it pretty firmly too, stuff it pretty well. Okay, next round, round 21, single crochet and a decrease. And then the last round, round 22, we're just gonna decrease 6 times and we're gonna tie off. And when I'm tying off, I just like to go in the front loops here 6 times. And then just pull it really tight. And send the yarn through the middle or something. Okay. All right, with black yarn, you do gotta make sure that you get some of these stray polyester fibers off there. It does tend to show. Let's roll it into a little ball here, and then this is our body. All right, so the next part's gonna be the fuse.
Hi, I'm Michael from Knotmonster. I hope you're enjoying this video. If you are, please take the time to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can be the first to see my new videos and new content. If you want to learn more about crochet or you want to see more patterns, I have an Etsy store. Check it out. It's knotmonster.etsy.com. Or if you want a paperback version, I do have books on Amazon. I've got books such as my Pink Edition book, my Balloon Animal book, and my Knotmonsters Potted Plant book. Those are all available paperback copies at Amazon. Just search Knotmonsters in the search bar. Anyways, let's get back to the crochet.
All right, for the fuse, we're gonna start with light blue. The color is gonna be light blue. So go ahead and make a magic ring 6 here with light blue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're gonna increase 6 times, total of 12 stitches on row 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so increase 6 times. We're gonna tighten up this little loose end here. We'll cut that off. Don't need that. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna do SC increase 6 times. Single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase, just repeat that all the way around. And then now we're gonna go in the back loops here, and we're gonna single crochet 18 in the back loops. So that's just basically single crocheting all the way around here, just in the back loops. Then we're going to tie off. Leave it a little bit long here, or that end a little bit long, because we are going to attach this to the top of the project. So right there. All right, so let's go ahead and sew that to the top of the body we just made. Okay, so when we're about to finish up here, just kind of put a little bit of stuffing in there. You don't want to put too much, just a little bit, because we still want that top to remain pretty flat here. So just kind of get that in there. Right in there. Okay. And let's go ahead and tighten that up. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and tie this off. Okay, so there's the top part. It looks like a little Christmas ornament almost right now, but this is exactly what we're going for. The next part is going to be the second part of the fuse, which is going to attach to the top of this head. And we're going to start with the color black for that. So move on to the second part of this fuse here. So starting with the color black, this is going to get a little tricky here because it's a little tight. We're going to MR4. Yeah, so magic ring of 4. So again, this is gonna get a little tight here, guys. So just bear with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're gonna single crochet 4. Again, this is where it gets a little tight here, but it is doable, I promise. Just bear with me and try to get in there. So this is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. But now we're going to change colors, so don't finish that off. We're going to change colors to white here. So let's just use white to pull that through. Pull through white. All right. Now we're going to pull this one a little bit tighter here. I'm going to cut this loose end off because we don't need this anymore. Try to roll this back a little bit so it looks kind of like we're going in the right direction here. Tighten up that white a little bit, and then we're gonna single crochet 4 around 4 times. One, 2, 3, 4. All right, once that's done, I'm gonna cut off the black. I'm just gonna tie these 2 loose ends together, and I'm gonna snip that too. Okay. All right, so we've done that 4 times. We gotta go 3 more rounds of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 rounds total of white. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3 rounds of white. Last round. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tie this baby off. All right, let's tie that off there. We're gonna leave a little long end there to sew it to the top. You might have to push in a couple of these. You see any like frays or anything from earlier. I'm just gonna push those in here. Get rid of any polyester we're seeing. Okay, cool. So that's the second part of the wick here. So let's go ahead and put that on the fuse. I guess not. Well, I guess wick, yeah, it's a wick and a fuse for a bomb, right? Technically a fuse. All right, so this goes right on top, right there, right in the center. Just gonna sew that to the top here. Okay, I'm gonna go around a couple times here. Okay, and I'm just gonna tie this off. I'm just kind of sending this loose end through any kind of arbitrary spot here. All right. Okay. Oh, let's go with these polyester parts on here. Okay, so that's the fuse. So we've got the fuse, we got the body, we got the little fuse here. You can bend it backwards a little bit because that's kind of how it looks. Yeah, and so that's that part. Next part we're gonna start making is the eyeballs. So there's the part we've got on the top here already. Let's make these eyeballs now. We're gonna make 2 of them, both in white. So to make the eyeball, we're gonna get the eyeball. We're gonna get white here. And with white, you're gonna chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After you chain 5, turn, second chain from hook starting there. You're gonna single crochet 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna go around the chain on the upper side of the chain here, and we are going to single crochet 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we're done with that. Let's go and tie it off by slip stitching into the first stitch here, and then you chain. That'll just kind of tie it off and leave it pretty long here to sew to the front here. Okay, all right. And you can sew in this loose end or just cut it. I'm just gonna cut it. All right, so now we've got one eyeball. We're gonna make the second eyeball and attach it on there too as well, but let's just attach this first one on here first. So we kind of just want to see where we're at here. It's kind of on there. I think that's cute. You know, you guys can just, wherever you feel is a nice spot to put those eyeballs, you can put them. I think here's a good spot. Okay. And then when we make that second eyeball, I like to place the second one about 2 stitches away from the first one because their eyes are actually pretty close together. The Bob-omb's eyes. And always with attaching eyes, like there's no rush for it. You can, you know, unravel it, do it again if you don't like the way it looks or anything. So you want to always make sure that they're straight, they look nice. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking for one eyeball. We're gonna attach the other eyeball right now, so we'll just repeat that step here for the first eye, and I'll meet you after we attach the second one. All right, so we just attached the second eyeball here. As you can see, I kind of made them like 2 stitches away from the other eyeball. That's kind of where it sits, but you guys can move the eyeballs around, whatever you guys like, whatever you think looks cute. Yeah, all right, so let's start doing the feet. So we're gonna switch to the color yellow here, and the feet's made out of 2 parts here. So for the first part, it's pretty easy. We're just doing a magic ring of 6 here first. Magic ring 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're gonna just single crochet 6 for 2 rounds. And that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then tie it off, but leave it pretty long. Tie this middle part off here too. Like that. Okay. So this part is going to be basically our leg, and then we're going to make the foot separate. We're going to attach the leg here and the foot to the leg. All right, so we got that. Let's go ahead and make the foot part. So for the foot, we're gonna start with a magic ring 6, MR6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Then we're gonna increase 6 times. Total of 12 stitches, this will be round 2. Increase 1, increase 2, increase 3, increase 4, increase 5, increase 6. All right, so for rounds 3 through 8, we are just going to single crochet 12. So rounds 3 through 8. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6 total rounds of single crocheting 12. So I will meet you after we do 6 rounds of single crocheting 12. All right, so we just finished round 8 here. So we just did the 6 rounds of single crochet 12. We're on round 9, which is basically just gonna be decreasing 6 times. But before we do that, I do wanna add a little bit of stuffing to these feet here, just to kind of give them a little bit of shape here. So let's get just a small amount of stuffing here, kind of push that in there, get that in there. Yeah, maybe a little more. Maybe a little more stuff in here. All right, and then we're gonna decrease this 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to tie that off. Yeah, I'm not really stuffing the feet too hard. You can if you want to make it a little bit firmer, but I feel like the feet gotta be really squishy, you know what I mean? All right, so let's go ahead and tie that off. So there's the foot. We're gonna tie this to this, the leg. So attach that to the leg. We're kind of doing it like at the end there, because you want the foot to kind of look like that. So we're gonna tie it a little bit to the end of it. Don't put it in like the middle or anything, you know? All right, so let's tie that off. Got the little foot attached here. You can see it's like kind of towards the end of it. Not like in the middle or anything, but yeah, that's where we're attaching the foot to the leg. Let's tie this off here. Just run it through a couple times to tie it off. Okay. Foot there. Okay, and let's attach this to the body. So for the legs, you kind of want it off like at an angle just a little bit here. That's kind of like how I did it here. So yeah, just kind of like off angle a little bit. I think that'd be kind of cute, you know? You can put them on, maybe like on the bottom is not the best spot to put them, but I mean, whatever you guys want to do. I just like it when they're sitting down a little bit, which is kind of cute. So that's where I'm gonna do it. But this is usually an arbitrary location here. I always get requests like asking exactly where I place the eyes and the legs, but a lot of it's just, you know, where I think it looks nice at the time. And it depends too, like on your tension too. So if you guys are like crocheting a little bit tighter than me, a little bit looser than me, you guys stuffed a little bit more than me, it's gonna range and it's gonna vary a little bit for you guys too. So whatever you guys think looks nice, this is kind of where I'm attaching it. You guys can also, you know, attach it and reattach it a few times, whatever you guys feel looks nice. Doesn't have to be the first time you tie it, you know, it doesn't have to be the exact time. So if you gotta redo it a couple times, no biggie. You know, we just kind of want to make them look good, so yeah. Okay, so I think that's a cute spot for a foot there. And then I'm going to also tie this guy off, and then we're gonna make another one. So just do the exact same thing I just did, and then I will meet you guys after we finish that second foot and we attach it. All right, so we just attached the second foot here. Just try to make them even if you can. But yeah, those are the second feet here. So we got a little bob-omb. So now we just gotta do the back part, which is the last part. And that's that little twisty thing that kind of winds up the bomb. So to do that, it's made of 3 separate parts here. So the first part we're gonna do is basically a magic ring of 6. And then we're gonna increase 6 times for a total of 12 stitches, and then we're just gonna tie that off and we're gonna make 2 of those. Okay, and then we're gonna tie that off. There's one of them. And then just go ahead and make another one here. Okay, so we made the second one, and I just kind of tied in all the loose ends on the other one here. We're gonna tie in the loose ends here too as well. So let me just tie this one. This was the one made from the magic ring. We're just gonna tie that one in just a little bit here. Ooh, that's tight. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, now we got one here. And these we're gonna attach together. So let's sew those together. There we go. All right, so sew those together. And then we're gonna make the last part here. And this is just gonna be a magic ring of 6. So we're gonna start that off. Oh, okay. Magic ring of 6, and then we're just gonna SC6 or single crochet 6 around this. Okay, now we're just gonna tie that off. The end pretty long here. Okay, we're tying up this, cut that off, here. Okay, we're gonna roll that out to the tube it is. Okay, so the plan is gonna be we're gonna sew this onto here, like so, just like that. So just like that. Attach a couple more times if you like. And then we're going to attach this just to the back of the bob-omb. Kind of like right here. Right in the center. Just make sure they're facing the right way. Okay, we're gonna tie off these loose ends, kind of send them through. All right, guys, and there you have it. There's the Bob-omb. There he is, ready to tick, 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 boom, dynamite, right? So we've got our two Bob-ombs here. Again, you can use any color. I know these guys come in like a variety of colors here, but yeah, and then you've got your little twisty little part on here. So that's our Bob-ombs. I hope you guys had a great time making these like Super Mario Brothers Bob-ombs here. I had a great time making them as well. If you want to follow, I'd really appreciate it. If you want to subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. You can follow me at Knotmonster on Instagram. You can also check out my Etsy store as well as my regular website, which is knotmonsters.com. I've got tons of patterns. Yeah, I'd love to see your work too as well. So if you guys make these, be sure to tag me at Knotmonster on Instagram. Love to see work. That's one of my favorite things to do. But without further ado, I hope you guys have a great night. Hope you had a fun time making these. I had a great time tonight making these. I hope you guys did too. I'll see you guys in the next video.